Alright guys, it's been quite a while since I've made a video, so I figured why not now? Well, today I want to show you guys this wonderfully old beauty of a board. This is an IBM 5150 system board. Right here it says it'll support 64 to 256 kilobytes of RAM. It has 256 kilobytes on board in 4 banks. Each one of these banks has 8 64-bit chips, needing 8 bits to make a byte. So, well, 8 64 kilobit byte chips, needing 8 chips to make 64 kilobytes, and it has 4 sockets, 4 times 64 being 256 kilobytes. This also has several ROMs on board. One of these, or 2, are the BIOS for this board. I'm not sure which yet. It has an AMD 8088 processor, dated 1982. These ROMs say 83, 83, 83, 83. They're all 83. All the RAM, though, is date coded 1984. So definitely a mid-1980s motherboard. This is a slot for a math coprocessor. The math coprocessor is not populated. It'll boot without one, that's not a problem. If this board boots at all, that is. First thing we're going to do is do a brief check for shorts. On this, I put it into continuity mode. And on this motherboard, right here on the power connection, the middle 4 are all ground. So I'll put ground lead in there. Put this where you guys can see it. That one off to the side there means no connectivity. This multimeter doesn't beep when there's connectivity, but you can see it goes all the way to 001 when there is connectivity. We're going to check the other power pins to make sure there's not a short on this board. No connection there. No connection on that one, or that one, or that one. This one should show, yeah, because that's another ground pin. Same with this one. This one shows some resistance, but it is showing a connection. But that's pretty normal on the 12 volt rail, since the capacitors all are connected to ground and the 12 volt rail. The 12 volt capacitors anyway. Some pretty low values there, but no dead shorts. I guess the next thing we can do is give it the old smoke test and apply power to it. This board has 2 ports here. They look exactly identical. One of them is for a cassette drive, which I believe is this port here. I have an XT to AT NPS2 adapter. We're going to plug that into the port I believe is there. Plug in my keyboard, like so. My power connection, I'll just like on AT boards, this being an XT board, but just like on AT boards, you want your ground wires signaled by these black leads to be together. Kind of have to rock these into place, just like so. Okay, there's that. Moving cards to the side. Those two cards that went by the camera are 16-bit ISA cards. They won't quite work on this board. It has 8-bit ISA only, and just 5 slots too. This is an 8-bit VGA card. I'll just plug it into the monitor here, which you guys really can't see. And my post analyzer card. I think this is a speaker connection down here, so we'll connect to that. Let me adjust the camera and we'll try power on this. Alright, with the camera adjusted, I got it where we can see the screen and also the post analyzer card here. And I also turned off the ring light because that was causing more glare and wasn't really adding to the visuals of this video at all. Okay, here's my power switch. Let's add power to it and see what happens. Fingers crossed. That's actually a good sign. A beep. Long beep and 2 shorts, showing FF on the postcard. And we actually have video. It's not doing anything. Just showing a blinking cursor. 601 error. And it boots to basic. Didn't have to do anything at all. This board just works. That's quite a survivor. But of course we're not satisfied with that. Let's turn this off. See if I can quickly find a compact, my XT IDE card. This would be it. I bumped the camera. Let me try to find this card. I'll be right back with you. Alright, found this XT IDE card. This is my test bench 512 meg CF to compact flash card on a CF to IDE adapter. This guy needs power. Power cable's getting a little tangled here. Okay. Plug power in like so. Then we will put this on the board directly behind the postcard. Now let's boot and see what happens. Long and 2 shorts. But as you can see there, that's the VGA BIOS coming up. There's no memory test like there is on my 5160 boards. Maybe that just doesn't happen on this board. Still a 601 error. screen right now is the XT IDE stuff. It's booting MS-DOS. HiMem.sys requires an 80x86 based machine XMS driver not installed. Because this is not an 80x86 based machine, this is an 8088 based machine. $256K on board. What DOS version is on here? DOS 6.22. Alright. There's not much on here. Look at the postcard as it's rolling through numbers, as it's processing the free space on the CF card. That's pretty interesting. Wonder if this will even work. Looks like it. It is slow, and that is blurry video. Let me see if I can fix that. It appears I cannot. So we're back. It actually came up. Let's try 5. Couldn't find executable K dreams.exe. Program too big to fit in memory. That makes sense. Only 256K. Well, let's try one more thing. We're gonna power this guy off. And down here under my bench, I have a number of long cards for XTs. One being this AST 6-pack plus. With the game port in parallel, it has a real-time clock, missing its battery. But more importantly, it adds 384 kilobytes of RAM to an XT, giving us 640K. I'm going to take this, plop him down. Long card is long. It's longer than the motherboard. Move the camera so we can see that. Hangs over the board by 1.5 inches or 2. It's my cheap tripod clacking away. Alright, let's power him back on. Still beeping. You can't see it, but the frame light on the postcard is flashing as it accesses memory. And as it's loading things, these numbers roll around. Until it finally figures out what it's doing. Let's see what kind of memory it's recognizing. Still just 256K. Probably have jumpers set wrong on that 6-pack plus. Let me see what I can figure out. One of these switches was set wrong. To tell this car that there's 256K of RAM on the motherboard, it has to be off, on, and then to signal that there's 384 kilobytes on this card, 4, 5, and 6 are on, off. But I have it set right now. We'll put this card right back where we had it. And we'll power him on and listen to it beep at us again. Just like that. There's the XT IDE stuff again. I'm finding I have to keep reminding myself that this is a very old machine, or motherboard rather, and thus isn't terribly fast. See what Mem tells us. Same stuff. Oh well, that's alright. I'm just happy this board works without any issue at all. This board was shipped to me just I received it a couple days ago. Took it out of the box, did the short test, which you just saw. That was the first interaction I've had with this board. And then put power to it, which is all also been on this video. I am pleasantly surprised. Sorry this is going to be a short video, but I hope to see you in the next one, where we will be looking at some XT clone boards, which are more clones of the 5160 board, but we'll do the same sort of thing on those. But I thank you for watching today and hope to see you next time.